I don't think you should ever, like, not use Destruction. If you want just attack damage on something, I think Destruction's just a no-brainer. Percent increase all the time. Do it. I mean, there's certain cases, like my Obelisk wall, where I didn't want to go Destruction, but that's because of the wall. Oh my god, these things are so fucking salty. Alright, that's like the last prize I'm gonna have for a year. The magic damage, I don't have it, so what were you asking? Not a usable shard, doesn't show up when I try to equip. It should be. I'm pretty sure Apples was telling me he used it, and it was pretty good. Salt, yeah. Install the salt. So what I'm thinking is, I'd build this map like normal, but then, at the end, I put in a oily harpoon. And by the end, I mean in second wave. So I do it normal first wave. Second wave, I put a harpoon in each lane. Oily. And by normal, I mean like less cannon, more Fissure. If you were constantly changing maps, you would never have the opportunity to solidify a build. Hmm. I mean, that'd be okay, though. I mean, good for you, Danaga. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's their thought process is the shitty one, though, if it's true. I mean, you know, for progression, I actually was okay with the set of maps. Because, like, if it was challenging enough, then, you know, you have a week or two to try to, like, figure out the maps, get your ways around them, and then rotate them. If they have to do their set maps, I guess this discussion is set with the idea that it has to be 5 maps, and then rotation. And so it makes sense in a way to rotate and be like okay to have them for like 2 weeks on. Where like this 2-week period where you try the map out, it's rough, you keep doing it, you beat it eventually. And then you get another set of maps where it's still challenging, but you're set with this new set of maps that now have a new challenge to present for yourself to overcome. Also would like them to make a harder incursion. They plan to eventually make incursions up to Chaos. It's just considering the size of the patch and the changes. They didn't want to also have to worry about like balancing them too, because they have like a whole set of balancing on top of the already Chaos balancing to do. It makes sense that they put that on the back burner for now, and you know, I thought they were fun, but I understand and am personally okay with that decision for now. So what was I gonna do? I was gonna do like a Fissure per lane, and just one Fissure, I think, and then cannonballs. So the idea, cannonball, Fissure, ballista, PDT, maybe? I mean, you're not missing anything, it's just you don't find, you know, those side objectives for incursions interesting. Whereas, like, I actually kind of like the mechanics of Altar and Demon Slayer. Catacombs, But that's just a preference thing at that point. Some people like it, some people don't. If I do Harpoons, I think I want to have them, like, at the butts of lanes. Do people really like those opinions or things that much? Some do, some don't. I can't say for everyone. Personally, I do like them. And for example, like the original incursions, you know, Griblocks and Wyvern Enthusiasts, I would actually like those kinds of variants on top of what we got, because I do like the idea of a heavy flyer lane map, and we don't have that in Chaos, where it's just really focused on flyers. I would like that personally. I don't know about like Griblocks necessarily, but like that's one I do like. So it wasn't just about difficulty, it was about like changing strategies and mechanics and stuff in a way that you don't get in the regular game, and Wyvern Enthusiast would still be one of those. Pet shards? That's interesting. Hordes of birds. I liked it. I like Wyvern Enthusiast a lot. Or I liked it before it was campaign level. I hated Chrome though, because you couldn't knock up and I just liked using Skyguards. Freaking everything was grounded basically because of Chrome. Just the worst. Trendy, please remove grounded from the game for me. Thanks. I think pets are going to get a bigger role. They said that they have future like plans for pets, it's just it didn't come with this patch set. Like pets are going to get their phase 2 at some point. Whether phase 1 was the ability upgrades. Now, if, you know, I don't know if phase 2 and beyond is going to be good or not, but they are going to be continuing to look at. I just don't know what their plans are. But they have stated they have more plans for pets than what's currently going on. I don't know, I mean, they're working towards your endgame. I mean, if you guys remember back in what, like, September or October, they were talking about their plans to, like, you know, get out of early access, their 4-phase plan, which is probably more phases now. But like, campaign revamp, Terraria, endgame, 1, 2, and 3, and then phase 4 is something we don't know about yet. Pets? Pets is a half phase. Yeah, I guess you're right, Omnis. I'm just kind of whatever. I don't know when the game became public at all. I don't know when they started development. I don't know anything related to the time frame of it. I think I can put it here. I'm pretty sure I put it here last time too. Maybe I didn't. Yo, so the endgame update. I mean, Dwarky, you say that. It wasn't the definitive endgame. I think it was putting the systems to enable endgame, not that this is the endgame. Like, it was to change the game in a way that would allow them to work towards endgame. Well, and whatever to that, I don't know. That's always how I took it. Like, before it came out, like, it always just felt like, yeah, okay, so this is setting up, like, the core systems of the game. That they really plan to make use of for the endgame. It feels more incomplete now. But I think it also, like, there's a lot of things I don't like the map rotation and all that shit, but I do think they have better core systems of the game, like this gearing, the sharding and stuff, the chaos system with different enemies and stuff. As long as they figure it out and have like a way to maybe make use of all of them in the end. Like, I think there's a lot of things that are good with this patch leading into the future. They now just need to tweak, expand, and better some of the faults with it. Sharding? No one likes a shard? Speak for yourself. I love a good shard. Shard. Excuse me, shard. Cosmetic shards. Yeah, where's the backpack slot? And like Halitosis, I think it was even smaller than that before this update too, right? Like I don't think you'd ever see more than like 800 people on before this update came out at a time. So I guess it was probably about like 1500, right? Considering time zones and shit. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. It was probably around there. Ignore what I said about like seeing 800 people all the time. But that's what I was seeing like when I checked like Community Hub. So I'm wondering, you have maxed out C1 gear. Should the gear that I'm getting from C2 be at least the lowest tier of C2? I don't know if 1248 is the lowest or not, but if you've maxed out C4 gear on your one, like say you have only one set of maxed out gear and you have it on your active hero, and that's the only one in your deck during combat, you should be seeing improvements, I think, in C2 if you can beat the maps. Did I get everything? Is what I want to know. No. Here needs a Fissure. I'm with you on that though, Halitosis, with the, you know, studio patches versus like the tiny team, tiny player base. Though I do think some things could be faster at the same time. Yeah, I don't need two of them, I guess. You're right, Omni. I don't need two. I mean, I was doing one before I put Vamp on them. You're loving the update, but the format thing is awful. I'm with you on that, Zitterman. I really do think, like, they should make C5... I think C5 should be a little harder, maybe. Oh, it's okay if you're not using, like, OP stuff, so scratch that. Rebalance on the really strong stuff. Like, tone them down. Put C5 on a rotation. So it's challenging, and then once we get a map secured, next thing we know, turn on our heads. We've got to figure out like a whole new set of 5 maps. I mean, 50 DUs though. I'm gonna put 2 cannons here. I'm just gonna, no, let's just fucking do 3. Screw it. Because I don't want to be only DPSing in the middle, necessarily. If it can hold its own, that's great for me. I mean, it was 5 in the first place. They took out Ramparts because it was too easy, I think, or something like that. It was originally supposed to be 5. I don't know why it's only 5 versus full. I never really could wrap my head around their reasoning for it. Procedurally generated maps. I had an idea for Chaos. That was different lane effects mixed with different variations of Chaos enemies that came out with them. So every time you got into a map, each lane was different than the last time you played it. Like, and not just, you know, physical versus magical resist, like, no amount of rerolling would really, like, no productive amount of rerolling would get you to the spot where, oh, this is the exact combination I needed to be easy. And the idea of what I was thinking is that, like, yeah, it would keep you building different each time. You'd really have to think about what was spawning and how you were setting up. But they went a different way of Chaos than I thought. Even upgrade the 1? Fuck it. I'm just gonna leave it for now. I actually thought that too, Ruffer, that practice maps should drop gear. Yeah, something like that hybrid. The only difference was, I thought there would also be like, you know how there's like Grounded and Speedy and Troll Blood? I thought there'd be different ones of those, like new ones, that would then go with those combinations of enemies. And maybe that's a bad idea, but just stuff that like gets combos. So you get enemies in different lanes different times, but you'd also get different like modifiers on those enemies each time as well, and you get a real varied experience each time you played, which would be, I mean, pretty chaotic in my mind. I don't have a snake coil in the middle. Not to remember that. You still just try to be with Fissures, and I mean that's up to you. Yeah, Unicorn, I was actually with you on that. I thought like Trials was complete a set of 5 maps, not what we got now. Where do you get your defense rater shard? What? No, oh, where do you get the defense rater shard? Chaos 1? Starts at Chaos 1. Jesus Christ, that's a sidewalk? I don't got a range shard they want to sell me. If I had a range shard, I definitely wouldn't sell it to you. Or anyone. Alright, so I don't have it set up. But I want to use Harpoons. I don't have a shard on them. But I think I can make one. It was Night Champ, because I'm the cringiest person in the world. That and that. I don't need speed, but I don't want to re-spend like for... Let's leave it for now. So, okay. Relics, I want speed and power, or maybe speed and health. I don't know if I have the Vamp available right now. Well, I should. I have a Vamp available. But do I have a Relic available with health on it? And speed? No. Let's say fuck it, go with the range. And it sucks, but whatever. Go Destruction. Maybe just like crit and oily then? If they were to do that side, I think they maybe should put it like the PLD hardcore mode or something. Otherwise, I mean, like maybe it's just an endgame thing. That was just like an idea I had. I don't necessarily think it's good or bad. I don't know what you mean, PLD. Also, I don't really know for sure what I want to use with the Harpoons. Just oily, for sure. I don't know where I put it. I don't know what icon it is either. They should have the defenses icon on the shard, I think. Power transfer, I don't remember either. Zimmerman, that's hilarious. My I used a lot of lightning auras to get through campaign and the early parts of post campaign, and my my solution to lane resistances was, oh, it's a physical resist lane, 3 lightning auras. Oh, it's a magic resist one, 5 lightning auras. I have oily somewhere. I probably just went over it already. Oily Harpoon. There we go. So I don't know what to do with the last one though. Like, if I'm just going for the ignite stuff, maybe just piercing, like extra piercing targets, or extra targets to pierce. You played one squire, you didn't build walls, just more damage. That's hilarious. I think it was puncturing, right? I don't know, like... Let's try this. The range isn't quite where I want it, but I think I can still make use of it. So I'll go like here, right? Or something like this. And the idea is just to apply oil, or the oily thing. That's not the case, Omni, but they have talked about that as well as something they want to do. And I might have given Isam what they were looking for that actually one of the dev streams. My idea was that you got like an increase to, like, it wasn't a big thing, but like I just wanted something to change with that as a reward, so I was trying to, like, you know, throw a softball at them. And my idea was that the minimum number of shards you got increased with like maybe every second map row on a win. So not the max, it was still topped at 3, but eventually you would only be able to get 2 shards minimum, and then 3 shards minimum. And that basically would do is, if you played a bunch of maps in a row, your average shard gain would go from 2, what it is now, to 3. Guaranteed. With this, though, I don't want to really, like, put it down there. Does it have enough range to... See, it doesn't have the same range as a freaking Poison Dart tower. Am I brave enough to put it here? Yes. Am I stupid enough to put it there? This is the better question. Also, yes. I mean, you wouldn't have to stop the rolling twice in a row. You just play the same map twice in a row. Is that a good thing or not? No, but it's not a good thing, but you can still work with this system. And I'm not saying it's a good idea. I was just saying, like, hey, give us small rewards, Trendy. Let's barter here. Yeah, Fissures hit, I think, anything in their vertical range. Like, or they have no vertical range up or down, it's just unlimited. As long as it's within the AoE of that cone. Your sanity, though? Hey. I'm not saying I agree with the 4 maps and the current set of randomness to it. That's not what we're talking about. Like, that's a whole nother monster hybrid. What I'm just saying is, hey, hi, Isom. Here's a way you could give us rewards without, like, really ruining the balance. Your average just goes from 2 to 3. And hey, I would play, like, the same map consecutively if I knew I was getting 3 shards every time. That'd be enough of a motivator not to roll when I'm doing farm sessions. Yeah, no, crew, it's not a long-term thing, for sure. But, like I said, just, you know, pulling at straws, trying to get Trendy to do anything with it was the idea. Well, I mean, you say your suggestion ties in perfectly. In my mind, so does mine, but that's the thing. I'm clearly biased on it, because it was something I came up with. I don't know, like, I think as long as, like, it's not right up on the wall, and Draken don't get close, like, the Javelin Tosses wouldn't hit this. You know what I should do, actually, is I should probably put an orb on this thing, now that I'm thinking about it. Ooh, are you good? No. Are you good? No. So let's change it up. Unequip all those. I'd rather be applying more oil, I think. Nothing here is like unupgraded and close to the top. Nope. There you go. So, like a more than 20% boost to speed. It's not much. It's something. So if I put that in every lane, I think so. Now I just need to figure out what I'm doing with the mid, because it's not enough with what I got right now. But I guess I could just... Like, I'm gonna DPS here, I guess. And that's my fate, to DPS here. So let's just get more stuns, and I'm gonna oil. A lot of oil. I know I could get 50 from the Skyguard, but... Get a blue chest with 500 armor and a purple and 505 armor, which should have wear when looking for upgrades. Just look at the stats you get. I don't think the tier matters, it's the numbers. Like the color of it doesn't matter. It's just in general, you know, a max drop of blue and a max drop of purple. Blue is going to be weaker. But as you're progressing, just go with the biggest numbers. Unless you need shard slots or something. No, it's the upgraded numbers, not the unupgraded. As far as I understand it. Have I tried PDT for flyers? No. I probably should. I mean, with my range, I could probably just throw it, like, here and get them pretty confidently, eh? And, like, that lane over there. I haven't tried it. I'm pretty sure I could do it. How would I upgrade that lane? That's the easy one. Is it 1030? I don't know. I'm seeing 1020 pretty consistently, but I also don't have maxed out gear. I see 1020 on regular mobs and 1030 on bosses is what I'm catching right now, and I don't know if that's max or not. Before multiplayer, and I'm guessing that's what you meant as well. Like single player max. Feeling kind of shitty after having those fries. Why did I eat those? But these should all be... Oh no, these are like 1017. I might have dropped my gear score somehow. Or maybe this map just has less on it. Because I'm pretty sure that's the case. At least like stuff like Greystone Plaza and I think Forest Biome have lower enemy levels than the other ones in that same tier. Which might be related to the whole like different eye power shit from the Massive 4. Or maybe it's something they implemented like this time around. Oh my god, I should have put a freaking snake coil here. I'm gonna die a bunch. Alright, let's go. Don't stand near the weak stuff. Ah. Oh, mana. Jump! Jump! Throwing oil at his butt. Got him. There we go. Sorry about that. I always hear Americans trash McDonald's, but it's pretty nice at the Netherlands. I actually get McDoubles there quite often, and I don't think they're good. But they're like cheat food? I don't know. Those fries though, holy shit, they're salty. Holy fuck. Maybe that was just like my particular batch, but oh my god, that was horrible. You're still having trouble with C5, this time it's not the Sins. There's a lot of other things than just the Assassins that make it tougher. I'm gonna say, oh, it makes it tough, and then someone's gonna come in the chat and say, C5 is easy. Come on, guys. Oh, come on me, what am I doing? Making strawman arguments now? Yes. More salt than potato? Yeah. Always look forward to it and feel like shit after. Yeah, I mean, I don't exactly eat the most healthy either, and McDonald's, Mucky D's, definitely does make me feel pretty shitty. I like that name, Mucky D's. I'm stealing that. It's mine now. Man, I'm clever. Assassins are gonna fuck me. Well, I don't know. I mean, I have enough to get them off. I just need heal periods. That's what you call it in the UK. That's hilarious. So you're saying, Omni, what you're saying is McDonald's is like Chinese food. Yeah. Got him. Here we go. Can I hit them behind the gate, actually? Not if I shoot like that. Get off me. Oh, the roller's kind of bad. Also, I can't cast, so let's do this. So I don't lose the map. Yeah, I think the ogre hit it through the wall. I forgot to put the frickin' thing on my wall again. Oh my god. What? Hell no, I'm half Chinese, so hell no. Yo, that's just like a joke, dude. You eat Chinese food and you're hungry again half an hour later. It's nothing personal. Fit 600 calories into that tiny burger. Cancer. Yeah, no, that did no damage. That wasn't great. Saying that though, I'm always hungry. English Chinese food, I guess that's the difference, right? Oil that baby. Give it a specky. Yo, let's not be weird here. Let's not make this weird. Come on, guys, it's not weird unless we make it weird. Okay. I'm remembering. This is me remembering. Unequip. You. Explosive guard. Unequip. There we go. That remembering shard? Yeah, I think it was also hitting this then. I think I wanted to upgrade it anyways. Oh god, Hajim, that's a long one. I want to hear your thoughts on this. What if Trendy made it so that for every map you clear in a row, you might get higher level enemies as well as more rewards in form of like XP or gold? This would make the game more challenging if you can easily clear the C5 maps that exist right in a row. Also make it so that the transition up to the next Chaos tier is not going to get even more difficult for new players. So, not better drops, but more XP and gold. Yeah. At a cap, probably. Maybe if they capped it. I can see that getting out of hand, though, otherwise. Can I play one round with you? Nah, sorry, I'm doing solo games today. Loaded with vinegar and salt? Oh my god, stop talking about salt. I never want to hear about salt again. Wait, did I read that wrong? Oh, that is this right now. You're talking about your comment. Okay, anyways. It's not a bad idea, Hajim. I think as long as they capped it, that would work too, yeah? Otherwise, he could abuse the system. But yeah, like, you know. It'd still be farmable. Honestly, you know, just do that for fucking gold. I don't know. I mean, actually, the more I think about it, the more I think it'd be hard to actually implement that without having it just break the game. So they need to have a, like, the only way they can do it without breaking the game is have it be not all that rewarding, as far as I could tell. And if it's not all that rewarding, people would complain about it anyways. Crossing my legs, because I do that, I guess. Alright, let's have all my defenses just drop, I guess. Alright, and we're gonna believe that I'm not gonna die to assassins. 4 or 5, where's the geode? Nice is the closer lane. Ow. Yo, give me that life steal though. Oh yeah. Give me that AoE. Fuck. Heal, heal, heal. Got some sort of big guy and a roller. Let's go to the roller. Well, as it is right now, right? It's a little more XP for each Chaos tier wins, right? So you can have it scale up to like the XP you get like at max from Chaos 4. You know, getting the increase per consecutive, maybe capped out at what you got from the first of Chaos 5, maybe. I'm pretty sure that's... Oh, I shouldn't die. I'm gonna lose those walls if I die. Or it'll die before I lose the walls? Like, is that the case? I didn't get to read all your commentations, so I will do it in a sec. Assassins and incursions, oh. Yo, get fissured, bro. Was that worth the fissure price? Roller? I'm sorry. Assassin only weighs one roller each lane. XP increase would have to be small, and the level scaling should be quite substantial so that the gear you have right now just won't be enough in the end. The only problem, actually, another problem with that, Hasham, is that if you want to just keep playing maps, like farming kind of thing, but the enemy's scaling, it will eventually get to the point where, well, unless they cap the enemy scaling too, but then you'd have to like play a bunch of maps to just get to the point where it's a challenge, but then eventually they get to the point where your gear just isn't enough to beat those maps. Is that a good system or not? No. That's a bad pun and you should feel bad. It's okay, I winked at the end. It's actually pretty good if I want damage. 45 upgrades, orange. How hard the next chaos should be. I mean, yeah, you know, fuck, I didn't want to upgrade that. Malthius, Ogre, and Ogre. Yeah, I mean, I guess have it like scale up enemies and XP to maybe what they think the next chaos should be. So then you can play like the next chaos's very, very base level difficulty and very, like, get the challenge and XP that you would get after you do consecutive maps kind of thing. Let's kind of mix our ideas there. Hardcore mode that... Okay, just a different mode then. That could work too with that idea. I hope I have a lot of mana in the north. I want to upgrade those walls. We can pick the starting difficulty. I mean, there's a system similar to that in DD1 where you like started on higher waves depending on your level versus like the map you pick, right? Let's just do one. One will be enough. The Ascension leveling system will have to change. Maybe. It does seem like, you know, if you've been playing for a long time before the new Ascension comes out, you're going to be at a clear advantage for progressing to the next one. Like, people who are Nightmare 4 with a lot of gold just were easily, or a lot easier to get to Chaos 5. That's kind of the same thing, like, in a way, right? I went super slow for someone in my position, and I still got to Chaos 5 fast, just because I had the gold to do it. You wanted to promote co-op mechanism? I mean, right now, I think their idea is not to have it, like, promote or, what's the word, I guess make people not want to do co-op. It's just, have it increase its challenge enough so that it's not just easier. Do Fissures scale with upgrades? No, they're trash with upgrades. Discouraged, thank you. I did not check if this was the lane, by the way, I just got really lucky. I was sloppy and I didn't pay for it. Just like at the bar, am I right, boys? Yeah, boys. Goodbye, Skarnash. Yeah, boys. I already lost the ballista somewhere. I was gonna Sparkle Party at the end of that to get like the last assassin off me, but there was just too many to get before the last assassin spawned. The only lane is the bottom one, I think, with the boss. Nice. Alright. Easy beasy. And just CPS is actually pretty fun. I hate to do it though in like C4 or 3.